Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back to another episode of Redcoat's Revenge in EU4. And, well, in the previous episode, ooh, Navarra is free. They are allied with Spain. Oh, we still got some, a claim over there. Not that we necessarily need it because we'll get a permanent claim anyway, but might as well have it. Bahia has a revolt. Well, it's lucky that we had an army there. Papal State declared war on France. Oh, poor France. Poor France. Oh, and no debate in Parliament. Let's have a look. What can we debate on? We could get a colonist. That's always nice. Global tariffs plus 75%. Not 70, 25. Colonist. I think colonist is the one that we want. Oh. Oh, if we get rid of Raleigh, we could get 3 of these to support immediately. That is tempting. On the other hand, there's been a lot of good events because of him. Get rid of some legitimacy. Maybe a little bit mercantilism. Give some middle support and get rid of some prestige. Diplo support and one more. There we go. So that's another colonist, and also we've gotten another trader from somewhere. How far? Okay, we cannot quite yet embrace the institution, but it's certainly spreading. It is certainly spreading. It's only present in 4 of our provinces, but we might want to save the cash actually. But there was something right. The colonist. That's correct. Let's actually start colonizing Louisiana. Not that any of these provinces are good, but getting started on that is probably not a bad idea. Oh, and the trader. Don't forget the trader. And the transfer over there. Now we may need to get a trader in Cape of Good Hope eventually. Just to get the chain increased power. Going all the way to... I suppose it should be going all the way to the English Channel. 16,000 men, that's... That's a fair bit. Let's give it a try. Steps. We might be able to win that. If not, then we'll just wait over here and make sure that they don't get to the colonies. They don't have a lot of morale. They aren't? Okay, we do have an army here that can take care of that. Oh, look at that. Morocco took a lot of land there. Okay, the allies of Mamluks. The Mamluks are still alive. Okay. Right, but I could... Oh, Mamluks wouldn't even join against me. I presume they still have a large army. We do have some trade ships over here, which will actually send some to... Could send some to Cape of Good Hope. Or maybe some to... Moluccas or... Malacca. What is in Malacca, actually? It's a bit of a long trip. They should get there eventually. And we won the rebellion there. Excellent. We haven't quite gotten the claim on Zhatelier yet. It's just a minor issue. Oh, and that would let us take over lands in Madagascar. Basically, if we take... If we hold all of the coastline here, all the way to something like Mombasa, then that should keep most of the other Europeans away for a long while. But anyway, I think we've got the ships here. We have 20 transports. We'll probably increase these to 30. Although if they're building all of them at there, it's going to take forever and a half. We could get a shipyard there to speed things up a little bit. And we got the colony built there. Oh, bloody hell, Ottomans. This is not your land, this is mine. Send a colonist there. So, well, I mean, we need to fight Ottomans eventually anyway to get Alexandria for the mission. Still saving up some cash. I presume... Oh, no. We still cannot quite embrace it. I mean, also we're going to need over... probably about 3,500. Maybe more. Actually, it's probably closer to 4,000. Once we actually can embrace it. Which, honestly, with this speed, it shouldn't take too long. I will grant Paris a seat in Parliament. I think they probably deserve it. Speaking of which, can we... No, well, we could, but I'm gonna save the money for embracing the institution. Well, we've got 2,000. And there's... Okay, so Essex is 90%, Kent is 94%, Flanders is 80%. Yeah, there's a lot of places that are rather high. Okay, and that has been colonized. Excellent. Alright, so we only got 10,000 men here. We may need to actually increase the size of this. Family ties. Excellent. Portugal... Oh, okay. We'll increase that to 4, this to 8. And we'll increase that to 8 as well. So there's going to be a 20,000 man army now. Should still be perfectly fine. Okay, so Colombia is now providing me a trader, isn't it? Yeah, they are. Australia, not quite yet. They only have 6. Well, make that 7. And they're colonizing that one as well. Do we have a colonist there? Yes, we do. Well, let's recall you. Send over there instead. Just so that we can make sure that no one else gets the coastline here. Then we can colonize the remaining stuff there eventually. But that's not a priority right now. It's getting a lot of money. How about... Oh, we need 4,000 to embrace the institution. I'll let the autonomy increase. But while we're at truce, it's not going to be increasing. If we wait a little bit longer, it should be going down by a few hundred at least. Okay, now it's 3,800. Lost the Admiral, that's not great. I actually wonder... Okay, if we get Lisbon and Antwerp, we would also need to get Naples. Is there something else that we haven't gotten? There's 4 of them. The manufacturers is going to be the... Oh, right. Feudalism doesn't actually have an origin province, technically. Right, but I'm just thinking of if I can get all the locations where the institution started, because that, I believe, is another achievement. Let's see, so Morocco, they do like me. How much armies do they have now? I'm sure that they've... 68,000. Bit low in manpower. Still working on getting more transports here, but that's probably not the biggest issue that we have. We'll send this one to protect trade in... Actually, we'll send it to Cape of Good Hope. Or maybe Zanzibar. We'll send it to Zanzibar, just so that we can increase our influence there and maybe get a trader from the node or the company. So we do have 13 heavy ships on this fleet. Still not huge, but it's enough to beat down most of the navies here. Especially since France doesn't have a navy to speak of. Spain, we've already beaten down the navy. So actually, let's have a look, out of curiosity. Total navies, I got almost 3 times the next one, and the next one is Denmark, of all people. They got a lot of galleys, to be fair. I'm still trying to privateer. Is it actually... No, it's not. Oh. I think Natal was going to have some problems with natives, but we just managed to finish the colony, so okay. Don't need to worry about it. Yeah, there might be some separatists around here, including in Brunei. Cebu. This one. Okay, we can technically get rid of them. Keep that going for a few months and should be... Okay, so Ottomans are going to take out Sumatra for the most part. Don't think we can stop that. Another place that I might want to... Oh, hello. Got a claim over there. And we now have the 20,000 men here. Should be more than enough. Recall that one. Did the Mexicans win the war? Oh yeah, well they at least won some of that war. They did get another gold province. Oh, they are right, the 2 lands from a vassal, for the most part. Of which they actually have plenty. I don't suppose we can tell them to declare another war. I'm pretty sure that there is a cooldown on that. Oh, well, actually. They could conquer Zhatelier. Okay, what about Colombia? Can you... Well, not Mexico. Anything else? Let's see, Cuba. You got a pretty decent army, don't you? You got 16 regiments. It doesn't tell you, or tell me how many ships you have, though. Let's have a look. Does it show it on the allies list? No. So Cuba has 21 ships. Caribas has 19. Interesting. Oh, There's some of our colonies privateering here. British Mexico. Interesting. As long as there's no private nations here, then... Or pirate, not private. Pirate nations here, then everything should be alright. Right, let's actually upgrade these ships. Still waiting for the global trade to... spread a little bit further, I suppose, while we are gathering the cash. Oh, Portugal embrace it. Okay, it's spread... Ooh. This is probably the last one that we need for it. As far as I can tell. Unless there's some... Well, there might actually be some Scottish provinces. Yeah, there's Lothian is already 86 as well. On the other hand, we are not that far away from getting it anyway. Got 54 church power, so we're going to have to wait a little bit longer before we can use that to get the money. Huh. Burgundy is fighting against... ooh, okay. Quite a few nations by the looks of it. Okay, our white die. On the other hand, the Emperor is already 63. I think it will be fine. So Shawnee is separatist. Can we do a harsh treatment there? Because that's not going to increase our absolutism, because that's not a mechanic quite yet. Although that will be a mechanic in less than 3 years. Oh, and by the looks of it, Mexico is having a bit of a problem with... Oh! They already won the war against Zhatelier. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, hold on. Could they actually now... Oh, let's embrace the institution first. That's another merchant. Which will probably get in the next... From Indian... Oh! East India Trading Company. Yes, please. So that's 2 merchants now. We'll send one to Cape Town. And then another one. We already have one there. We could send one to Bengal. Which we'll probably do. We got a little bit... Actually, Fonla has some power there, but I don't think we have any. On the other hand, Australia could work. Although we're already transferring most of it to there, because there's only one way for it to go. What about... We got one over there. We could send one to Mexico, for example. That would probably work. East India Trading Company. We got some extra cash out of that. Growth of perfume. Ooh. Well then, that's pretty good. The incense is now more valuable than what it used to be. At this point, so we got the ship still building for this fleet, but it's going to take forever. So waiting for that is not a good idea. Morocco is fighting against Tunis. They are probably a bit busy. Let's have a look at their... Morocco has 50 ships. It's more than what we have, but... or what we have in Mediterranean, rather. They got 70,000 men. What I think I will do is I will... attach the transports. Go in there and drop to Gibraltar. Siege one down as quickly as possible. Then make sure that they cannot cross here. And in the meanwhile, I can siege down the remaining of this. I'll probably take all of this if I can from them. So, how about a declaration of war? Should be pretty easy victory here. Start dropping to Gibraltar. There we go. We sank all 16 ships up there. Of course, that's not their entire navy, but that is the majority of their navy for sure. Truce with France has ended. Commandant has died. Let's see, morale of armies would be good, but we will not be able to increase the level of that. So how about we take the national manpower, simply because that's the highest tier over there that we have available. We want the points at this point. And we only have 4 colonies, so how about... You're the one that is furthest ahead, so when we recall the colonies there... We could colonize, for example, this one. It's not a great island, but it's another one of the hopping points that other Europeans cannot get while we have that. Oh, we'll pay a little bit of money. I don't suppose we can actually walk... Ooh, we can. Okay then. We'll have 50,000 men down here, that should be plenty. You trade good. fur over there. Oh, British Mexico, 200 gold already. Nice. To be fair, how quickly is that growing? We're in 70p. Okay. What about... Is there anything that we could do? We can actually increase that. There's now 182. What I'm thinking is, I'm going to actually recall that one. I'm going to get one more colony going in here. Probably expel some French minorities. We could make Cape of Good Hope into a state if we wanted to, but I'm not sure about that. Occupy Gibraltar. I'm going to wait until that army is sieging down Malaga, and then we'll go siege down the remaining of these two. Bit of a interesting route. Or pathfinding, but oh well. I wonder, we don't probably have freedom of press. Oh, I suppose we can take the unarrested penalty a little bit. I have a cunning plan. We're calling Aztecs as well. I'm gonna let Mexico deal with that war, of course, but Separatists, where did that happen? I'm a bit unsure. Alright, and once we've beaten down Morocco, we'll start expanding in Africa. Oh, right. You, because you went through Spain, are black flagged, but... Uh-huh. And where did these separatists... It might have been somewhere in my colonies or something, because I don't see them, and they're not sieging anything from me. There's a little bit... Mosquito has land... Oh, right, that's the one that we declared the war on. Duh. Ports are being blockaded there, okay. They do have a fair bit of navy there. Well, I suppose you'll go back to Gibraltar then. And the monthly... Yeah, we got a lot of PowerPoints. We got a fair bit of money. We could probably build another manufactory, actually. For example, Paris seems to be a rather decent place for it. Disease outbreak. Well, that's not great. Right, I'm slowly gathering up the fleet there. Locating some of the ships here. They do have more fleets down here, and they just made truce with Morocco, or Tunis rather. China, where? Ooh. Actually, wonder, is there anyone that I could sell the knowledge sharing? Ooh. It would be most profitable, let's put it that way. Honestly, Mecklenburg might be the most profitable out of these. Oh, how big is Persia? Persia is actually rather large. So they probably have a decent bit of income already. It's 4 ducats per month that we'll get, so yeah, it's a decent. Wait, are these Portugal? Are they privateering in? Oh yeah, privateering in Biscay. They're allied to Spain again. We don't have any claims on them, but that can be arranged. Okay, another 2 provinces converted. How about we start converting more? Of course, these are mostly our colony provinces right now. But in due time, we'll get into other areas. Oh, and we're... Okay, we'll get more... Get another consort, actually, but no. I'm just gonna get more money. Which means that we can, for example... Actually... So have a look at the trade depots, or the trade centers of trade that we have. We could increase the size of... No, we can't actually increase the size of this one, because we are at war. I suppose that would make sense. So we can't actually do anything about those, but what we can do is we can build 2 more manufactories. Maybe build a bit more shipyards. Make sure that we can keep on increasing our navy as much as we want. We could actually increase by another 90 ships already. But it's not good enough, we want more. But unfortunately we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.